top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Yukon Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Yukon will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example. Then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Cole. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on! So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's good. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Sooners are flying down the field. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Bermudez. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the tight end. Snowed under by the defense. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield strike at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unloads it left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Bermudez. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After run, now throw. Working that left side now. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This UConn offense really has it going. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, UConn! Extra point here will tie the game.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's complete on the right side. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now the toss. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it into the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Toss to the outside. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Huskies have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for room. It's good. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Sooners! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it throw, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Huskies. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hit as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Absolutely perfect. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David. And relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires on the move. It's caught. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This UConn offense really has it going. They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Still on his feet.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third down play from the gun. Got the quick pass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Snagged out in the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trucks through the defender. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. 6th play of the drive coming up. Dances away. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Gets it out quickly. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They get the conversion there, he used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top, using the quick game. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Calls his own number. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Botany and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Indiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UConn going back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got a little space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to
nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defense. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Here on third down for this offense. Gives it on the option. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
Zings it complete to the right.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up fourth down.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UConn going back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, UConn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ruston for some time. They're up by 16 over Ohio. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bermudez. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of him here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Vasquez.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's good.